Hello, today we're here to talk about how to create test message sets in Robot Council. Yes, Robot Council can simulate any message that you might put off to a message queue like QSYSOPR. This gives us the capability to test and simulate any kind of message that you might want to automate. And so let's take a look at what we do here with Robot Council's message simulation. So as you know, Robot Council can monitor any of your resources on IBMI and escalate them off to Robot Alert. But what if you want to automate these events and automatically respond or suppress or provide some if then else logic around a message based on its content? We call those message sets. Think of them as rules. Those rules can be simulated and tested before the problem occurs. And so today I'm going to show you in our GUI, our green screen, and our command line interface on how you can build out your own message sets. So now we're over in our actual live demo here of Robot Council and the ability to simulate messages on the fly so you can test out your message sets. So as you can see, we have a GUI in the background and a green screen right here. I'm going to jump over to the GUI first and highlight we have a CPF 1393 and a CPA 5305. If I look at the properties of this message, this is a file full message and it comes out of QCPF message as CPA 5305. This happens to be an inquiry message that you can reply to. We can have OPAL against this, and we might want to test out this OPAL, make sure it works, right? So how do we do that? Well, we're gonna do a test message. So when we right click on our actual message ID, one of the options on here is to send a test message. And when we take that option, it's going to show us any previous users message data that we've created. Now this has a lot of examples of message data. A lot of times when you come in here, there's not going to be any. You're going to have to add it. And so you would come in and you would just type in the message data. I'm going to put in Tom2, Tom lib. Now these are not real objects on the system, or Tom file I should have done. Tom lib as the last one here. Let me just correct that, and you can easily do that. I can just say Tom file. All right, say OK, and that will create a new message data. And at this point, I certainly could use any of the existing ones, and now we have this new one here. I can come down to this bottom one and I could send this test right over to QSYSOPR, and that will have been sent. And notice I could choose any message queue on the system. And now if I bring my green screen back up here and do F21 and go to display message QSYSOPR, we'll see here's my new message out there with my message data Tom2 that I just added. Okay, so that's one example. That is from the GUI. We can send test messages. We also can do that from the green screen. So let me back out of here with F12 and go into our message set menu, and you'll see test message data here. Now I'm going to go into the message file. You get into it a little differently than the GUI. I'm going to choose, we'll do the CPF 1393 message ID, and this is user profile has been disabled. Well, we don't want to wait until a profile is disabled. We want to test out our message set rule. So again, we can come in and we can look at the message data. And if I want, I could send this message right from here. I can send it to whatever message queue I want. Again, I'm going to roll down, find QSYSOPR. There's QSYSOPR, and now I've sent that test there. Oh, I can do F21 here. So let me display QSYSOPR. There's our user profile disabled. Okay, same concept. I have to create some message data. I can do that. There's a feature called message group. If I do F6 here, I can give anything a message group and say test, and subsystem is QInner, and user profile is going to be message data 2. So this ampersand here is this. Okay, so I'm going to put in here Tom Low is the name of the user profile, and the device is any device. Okay, I'm just making things up. All right, so there we got that new message data. So now I can also send this one here if I want, now that I just created a new one. Again, you can do it in the GUI, very similar process. I'm going to come down here, choose QSYSOPR. Now I'm going to do F21, display it. There it is. That's the new one we just added. Now there's a third way. Let's go to a command interface. I think I was in this earlier. Oh, great. So here's this same CPF 1393. If I just say send it all like this, watch what happens now when I look at QSYSOPR. It's actually put in every one of these profiles that were out there into this into QSYSOPR, and that all came from these rules that are right here. All 7 of these got sent there. I also can come and do that same command F21, and if I want to send it for a specific one, I can do that too. So let me just go back. All right, notice it's using Tom H group. So now when I hit enter here on that API, that command, and look at QSYSOPR again, we should see just Tom H here at the bottom. Okay, so that's a way of just sending message data just for one.